Yo, what's up guys? Happy Wednesday. Today I would like to show you the crypto gaming tokens that I have my eyes on that can do really well in this next crypto bull market, and the time to accumulate is near. Crypto is still going down and you'd be like, down what? It's going up. I told you, Bitcoin is going up, but the Bitcoin dominance also goes up. That means altcoins are still bleeding against Bitcoin, and we can get beautiful entries on the best altcoins to really make life-changing gains. If you are still here in crypto, you are the one that if you look at Bitcoin in the last cycle, for example, sorry for this Picasso chart right here, but we are basically maybe, this cycle is this cycle, of course, right? But if we have to compare it, I think we are somewhere here. Right? And if you zoom out, where did it take you from there? All the way here. This next bull run will be epic, but you got to be prepared. I cannot stress enough how prepared you have to be for this, right? Don't ape into this current pump, although it could take us a little bit higher on the next pullback. I am aping into these crypto gaming coins that I'm about to show you. So stick around, like the video, smack the subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, do something fun with it, and let's take a look at this because it is really an opportunity. We don't get a lot. So far every 4 years, right? I mean, you want to wait another 4 years or you want to do it right now? Let's get right into it. All right, so the first one, and it's all gaming for this video, but a lot of them are also about launch pads, right? And I'm not even talking about the gains you can make with the launches that are about to happen on these platforms, but just purely the tokens itself, right? So the first one I would like to take a look at is, of course, you know me, Seedify. I talk about Seedify. I think I am the main non-sponsored ambassador of Seedify. Because I talk about them so much. I love the project. They just announced, look, Seedify, for the ones that don't know, is the leading crypto gaming metaverse incubation launchpad, right? So they release all type of crypto gaming metaverse projects. They released Blocktopia, did more than a 600x. All right. And that was not the only one. There were projects in the last bull run that did 100x after 100x. All right. So when it comes to that, I feel very excited for the next bull run. But they now also are going to raise for AI projects, right? And AI is a big hype, but I think it's going to be way more than just hype. And I think it's a pretty smart move. Now, about Seedify, when it comes to the price, I just want to talk about these coins and about their prices in this video, basically. Not necessarily about the projects themselves. Do your good research to it, and you can ask me any questions. These are all in my portfolio, so I know a lot about these projects. So if you want to know something, let me know. But I just want to look at the prices of these projects. Where could it possibly go? And is it maybe a good time to step in? Now, before you want to say something logical about the price, for example, if I want to give you my Seedify price prediction for 2025, you first have to know where Bitcoin might be going, right? If you saw yesterday's video, Bitcoin price prediction and altcoin price prediction, something like that, then you know that I expect Bitcoin to be, at least around 300K in the next bull run. That can already give you a lot of information about certain other tokens, right? And if you feel like 300K, watch that video. It's a good video. Let's take a look at Seedify. So first, if you look at Seedify, we have these white lines right here. I'm shooting this video one day before, so prices might be different. But these white lines is the falling wedge that Seedify was in since August, September, give or take. It's a half year. We are now at the day of recording, breaking it. Did it turn out to be a fake out or did we close above it? By the time you see the video, you know, right? So if Seedify is still around $1.08, that's very bullish news. If Seedify is around 96 cents or lower, 98 give or take, then we should be a little careful, because then it could be that we still hover around this falling wedge for a while. And even if we broke out, it still could fall back. So be a little careful with that. But CDFI is finally showing some strength right here. Also, now it's very important, if you look at this yellow legacy line, this diagonal, goes all the way back to the top of the next bull run. And like I said in yesterday's video as well, a lot of coins are now breaking that trend line. CDFI did not yet. But now it looks like it is at least trying, and it kind of depends on how I draw the line, but I think I've drawn it pretty okay. And it looks like it's trying to break it, right? We really want to see a confirmation above $1.10 for a closure for a couple of days in a row to be sure that it stays there. Now, the stochastic RSI is going up on the weekly, so that's pointing out something pretty interesting, right? I mean, here as well on the weekly, we were going up, and this was that insane relief rally we had, although we are now already here on the blue line, and that was already here in the relief rally. So I hope it has some steam left before we get our expected pullback, right? Now, if we look at CDFI compared to BNB, for example, you see that it already broke out, right? We were also in this kind of a falling wedge, and now we just went sideways for a while, and that's made sure that we got to break out on CDFI. So that's looking pretty interesting. If I put it on the daily, you can see it even better. It's making new, new highs at the time of recording, basically. So that's looking pretty interesting, looking pretty good. I hope it can continue. And we will have some trouble at a certain point with the bull market support band, but that's far away from here, right? I mean, that's another pump of around 40%. But keep in mind, a lot of coins that did break out, like VRA, for example, also broke out of this diagonal line right here. They also broke out of the bull market support band. So for CDFI to go at least near the bull market support band is definitely possible with all the good news that's coming out lately, in my opinion. If we look at CDFI compared to Bitcoin, you'll see that it was basically down only for a long time, since August, basically last year, right? And if you look at it, I mean, it still makes lower lows and lower highs. So the structure hasn't changed. CDFI is still bleeding against Bitcoin, and there is a high chance that it will keep on bleeding, right? It has to break the structure. So this was the previous high, 549 Satoshis. We're now sitting at 475. So we want to at least get above this right here. That's a 20% pump. So I don't know. CDFI has a long way to go, but that's for the short term. For the slightly longer term, I think if we go back to the previous all-time high market cap for CDFI, that's $350 million. It's now 50 million, so that's a 7x. With current price, brings it around $7. More tokens are getting vested in the meantime, a little bit for the staking rewards mainly. So around $6, $5-6 is the new $18 basically. But could it surpass its all-time high? I would be surprised if it won't. Then something is broken somewhere. I mean, CDFI has way better. It's so much bigger right now. It has better exchange listings. It has better, like a bigger audience. It would be weird if it doesn't break its all-time high. And I think $1 million market cap, a billion, is definitely doable for CDFI. So that's around $20, in my opinion, definitely doable. Which brings me to the next coin, because CDFI is about to list release Games for a Living, which is a crypto blockchain, basically like IMX. And the nice thing is that this project, I'm really bullish on it, and I definitely gonna participate with everything I got in this IGO. But we just got news from Engine Starter that they are also going to release Games for a Living. Now, if CDFI releases a project, yeah, it's not certain, of course, but usually it's a pretty good project, right? If this project does really well, then it could push Engine Starter up as well, right? Because if they release a project that does a 10x, for example, everybody wants to jump in this launchpad. Engine Starter, on the other hand, has a way lower market cap, Why is that? Well, it's not the best. It's not the best launchpad, because they were releasing projects the whole bear market, and they had to refund everything, and their refund process is very slow. But then again, they always refund, so there's no losing really, right? It's just not the best and the most innovative launchpad. But on the other hand, you also pay less for it, right? Because if you look at the market cap, which is around 7 million, give or take, compared to Seedify with 50 million, this is way, way, way cheaper. Now, what I find really interesting is that they are going to release the same project that Seedify does. And I think that my PC is not so, whatever. I think that if this release will be a success, it could really push Engine Starter higher, right? And I honestly think that Engine Starter is quite undervalued for what it does. I don't know why my fucking computer is crashing right now in the middle of a recording, but I will not let that happen. God damn it, why does this happen to me? Let's go back to TradingView. We have Engine Starter there as well. So if we look at Engine Starter came from an all-time high of around 4 cents. Right? It's now 0.002. All right, so that's 20 times as low. That's a whole lot lower, right? The market cap, however, is just 10x lower, which is still, of course, 10x from its all-time high is like, what in the hell? Okay, whatever. But I think Engine Starter can really push it towards their previous all-time high. And just by going back to their all-time high market cap, it will bring the price around here. It's a 10x. I think it's pretty doable. When we look at purely the price statistics, it is quite interesting to see that they, whatever, fuck this line, but it did break out, obviously, right? It did break out, and now we are going to see how far this could take us, because this is also now already having trouble with the bull market support band with this red line, which is the 20 or the 21 moving average, the 20 moving average. That's a big area. If this breaks, then we are already a lot higher, but then Engine Starter is going to fly. And this little bit of good news with some good releases can really push such a launchpad a lot higher. All right, so the next one is fucking it up for me. Okay, let me pause the video for you real quick. All right, here we go. Sorry for that. The next one is SpinTop. Well, this is my low cap crypto gaming gem. And there comes another low cap crypto gaming gem, by the way, but this is really a low cap crypto gaming gem. Now, SpinTop is, if you don't know what SpinTop is, go check it out. But it's also a launchpad. It's not really a launchpad by nature, but yeah, I have a lot of faith in the project. Now, what's so nice about SpinTop, you can obviously see that it's having the same trend as a lot of other projects ahead, right? They broke out of their resistance band, and now we have to see how far this takes us, right? And if I take a look at where the next big resistance level is, then it is, really about 1.3 cents, give or take, which is not that far from where we are right now, but it's another 20% pump. And if it really does well, then we can maybe even see, because this is the biggest support level at 1.6 cents. And that's quite far from here. That's 40% pump. That's definitely not bad. Now, if you look at SpinTop, let me take a look where we got SpinTop. Lots of people, Peter Schiff, posting online how much Bitcoin has gone up since I recommended selling at 18K. How come they didn't also post articles pointing out how Bitcoin went after I to sell above 60, 50 or 40? And he just burned him. Probably because you also told people to sell at 3K. I love this guy. Anyway, let me take a look at SpinTop. SpinTop has a very low market cap. So yeah, of course, it's kind of high risk, high reward. CoinGecko doesn't even, they feel like, no, I'm not going to show this to you. This is too degen for you. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Coin market cap is just okay. So SpinTop has a $4 million market cap. For what it does, that's heavily undervalued, in my opinion. The fully diluted is completely, low cap. I think if we look at SpinTop, SpinTop is at least $100 million market cap project, at least, right? In the fully diluted, that's a 10x, but in their usual market cap, that's a 20x from here. So could spin top go to around 20 cents in the next crypto bull run. Yeah, I mean, it has to survive the crypto bear market, and then it's definitely possible. Look where it came from. It came from 60 cents. Of course, there were less tokens in circulation back then, but still, 20 cents, give or take. I think this is a very doable area, and I'm being pretty humble when saying that. I think it could do better than that, but, yeah, let's leave some for imagination right there, right? Now, another one, because I said I have another low cap crypto gaming project, and that's this one. This is also a project by Seedify, but it has way more utility than S-Fund. And, it's newer. It's newer. It got airdropped. There was no raising money, no fundings, no nothing. It was just an airdrop for the Seedify holders. It did a 50x in a bear market. It's incredible what it did. And then, of course, the price came down like crazy. Well, like crazy. It's not that crazy. A lot of projects did way worse than this, though. But, of course, it came down after doing a 50x in the bear market with a lot of token vesting, circulating supply and the total supply. Don't let it scare you off. Do your research. A lot of tokens are getting burned. They are going to raise tokens for there because they are going to make their own metaverse, Seed World, and you can buy land and mounts and everything right there with the SNFTS token, and the tokens that they raise are going to get burned as well. This has so much utilities, plus it's the leading token of the upcoming NFT marketplace. I think SNFTS, I don't know. I'm probably the first one saying this, but this might outperform Seedify S-Fund in the next crypto bull run. Now, the cool thing is that the market cap is $12 million instead of $50 million, right? Now, you have to understand, Seedify S-Fund was, I keep saying Seedify, but S-Fund was at 350 million in the top of the last bull run, right? So only if this project can reach the market cap of S-Fund in the last bull market, it's already a 30x, give or take, a 30x. And I'm even talking about, higher prices, just the old price. I think that's pretty doable. So if, 10 cents SNFTS, I can see it happen. I can see that happen. It's very bullish, I know, but this project has so much going. It's crazy. And it did very well in the last relief rally as well. That's a pretty nice indicator, right? How it in 2 weeks did 117% pump, right? A lot of projects pumped a lot, but some stick to 40%, give or take. 117%, right? So if that's what it does in a relief rally, I'm pretty curious to see what it's going to do in a full-blown crypto bull market. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about that. Last crypto gaming launchpad that I have on my list is Pools. Now, Pools, I have never participated in any launch of theirs. I bought this at 130 or so. I have a little profit on it. I don't have a lot of tokens as well. I bought it somewhere here I think. So I just have the token. But what I like about Pools is also it's pretty far from its all-time high when you look at that. But and the market cap, $80 million all-time high. It's now 5 million. So yeah, also pretty actual far from its all-time high, around 16x. But it's an established launchpad, right? And if you have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to launchpads, look, I mean, this is what it does, right? If you look at launchpads right here, you can see that the all-time high ROI, so the projects that they release, the all-time high ROI on average for Seedify, for example, you make a 31x. If we look at Pools, it's a 16x. That's a lot. That's a lot, because this also is the average of the bear markets, right? So if you only have projects in the bull market, you can make 60x, 50x, 20x. Bro, if you invest with $500 every single week in such a project, you are printing money, right? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm investing big in launchpads. Now, Pools itself, I never did really TA on the project, to be honest. I don't even know if it's here. Oh, okay, cool. And do we have a Bitcoin pair as well? No, fuck it. All right, pools. Pools. Gate. Maxi. Let me find the best chart for you guys. Yeah, this is the best chart, definitely. So, pools finance. Right. Yeah. Look, this is perfect. This is perfect because if you look at this right here, you can obviously see like it I don't want to say like the bottom is in or anything. We don't know that, although I think it is. But this looks like an accumulation phase to me, right? And yeah, of course, you could have got the best opportunity so far right here. And when it comes to this range, it's quite at the upside of the range. So buying right now, I don't know. But when you put it in perspective, like where it came from, and you see that that you can still buy here, right? And I'm not saying it goes back here, but I'm also not saying that it can't go back here, right? So if you can buy in this area, like, come on, man, crazy. These Launchpad tokens, I think, are going to be a really big thing. Now, Pulse is looking pretty strong to me because it did made its low in June. But during the FTX crash, where a lot of coins found new all-time lows, Pulse didn't. In fact, they kept on ranging, right? And in this recovery, it broke the bull market support band. So I don't know. It looks like Pulse could at least go to 170. But if it breaks that, yeah, then I think 270 is on the table for Pulse. So looking quite interesting, if you ask me. I will never, even if I bought here and I made it 2x, I won't, yeah, I don't know, but I won't be selling right now. But it's also because this is for me a long-term hold, right? So yeah, really interesting. Now let me take a look at a couple more altcoins before I'm gonna wrap it up, because I have some altcoins, of course, that are non-Launchpad altcoins, but that there are at least very interesting. Like I said, because crypto gaming is, I think, just going to be very, very, very big, especially if you invest in these kind of projects, not the single games necessarily. But we got Ultra, for example. So if we look at Ultra, what the fuck is this line? Here we go. Ultra is not out of its downward trend that we have seen a lot of altcoins do, but it is approaching it at least. Sorry, it's approaching it at least. And it's also, look, it tries to break its bull market support band, but you see it gets rejected right here. So it's having some trouble right now, but I think there's some steam left in Ultra. If we look at Ultra Bitcoin though, yeah, it made a look. I mean, yeah, of course, we hit the June low right here, but when it comes to the last couple of months, it just made a new low last week, right? That's what I mean with a lot of altcoins. Everybody be like, oh, altcoins this, altcoins that, but altcoins are just making lower lows all the time, basically. You could have better bought Bitcoin. It's a Bitcoin run. The Bitcoin dominance is going up. It's Bitcoin season, right? Altcoin season will come, but not now. Come on. Please don't fall for that kind of stuff. But it looks like Ultra really has some steam, and it could definitely go here, right? And what is here? I think Ultra has some steam to go another 13, give or take, % up. So, you know, that's quite a lot. For a project that already does pretty well, because if you look over the long term, high highs, high highs, high lows, right? Pretty interesting. Superfarm, well, Superverse is what it's called right now, by Elliott Trades, is a project that, if I draw the lines right, might be interesting. Yeah. So also, down only, not broke its trend yet. Also having trouble with the bull market support band right here. And this horizontal support where we got a lot of support, which is now resistance, of course. So it's now facing 3 major points of resistance. So I don't expect Super to break this level. Like, we could fake out and all that. But, you know, if it closes above like 12, 13 cents, then I think this thing is going to fly. But I honestly, major diagonal resistance right here. Major, like the complete bear market major. The bull market support band, aka the bear market resistance band, and this major horizontal. Like these are too much and too big to just break, in my opinion. So it might need some time. But over the long run, I expect a lot of this project. Now it's 11 cents, all-time high, $4. Bad token investings won't get back to the all-time high, in my opinion, but it could do really, really, really well. Super BTC, as you can see as well, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. And if we, if we ignore this fake out right here, then it's actually just making lows after lows after lows, right? So when it comes to that, I would be a little cautious with this. Not showing any strength for now. Falcon Forge is really dollar version, ranging all the way between 480 and 260, give or take. It's now more at the upper side of the range. Did break its bull market support band. Let's see how these coming weeks are playing out to see if it holds. If we can draw a line like here, I don't know, man. Sometimes like, yeah, do you take the wicks? Don't you take the wicks? I don't know. The more touches, the better. Well, around like something like this, right? So then it broke. So Focal Forge, I think this is a project you can easily accumulate in these levels. Also, if you put it off lock, you get some more perspective right here. Like then you can obviously see that, it's just, here we go, sorry. Perfect accumulation phase, right? If you look where it came from, perfect accumulation phase. Anywhere between these levels is best. But yeah, if you really want to cherry pick, then yeah, you can maybe wait for it to go back to 270. But yeah, will it go back? Yeah, so far it did all the time. But it won't be doing that forever. So yeah. One of the last one, then it's taking long enough. Gala, of course. Gala, fucking great project. Sorry for the swearing, but I don't know how else to put it. I did say in my live stream of Monday, I think it's showing some weakness. We try to, this is the area where it has some trouble. Lots of support here. We had some resistance right here. We tried, but got rejected all the way down. And we had insane pump, but at the same point, again, trouble. I mean, you could be like, shit, I missed this, but basically we are now at the same levels as where we were in October. So nothing really changed, right? And it tries to break for 3 weeks now, but it's all fake out. So Gala, it looks like the bulls are losing some steam right here. Could easily go back to around 4, maybe even 3.5 cents. I hope we hold that. Otherwise, yeah, we get a second chance, I think, at around 2.5, give or take. Over the long run, yeah, I said this in my yesterday's video. Go check that out. I gave you a Gala price prediction, and it sounds like, what the hell? But yeah, I think it's doable. Nakamoto Games is my high risk, high reward gaming play. So that's not really, same goes for El Tora, high risk, high reward. That's basically it for now. I had everything, I think. Yeah, I'm not investing in IMX though. A lot of people like it. I don't like the tokenomics, so I'm not investing in it. Same goes for Illuvium, although price is looking very bullish right now. And for a trade, might be interesting. Might. I don't know, but might. For the rest, I had Phantasma for a while. Sold it a few months ago. Luckily, I did. I don't know what this line is doing here. But just to let you know how that's going. Yeah, Phantasma is already broken out, but it's like, look, we had resistance. We broke. It was support for a while. We broke down again, still support and bounces up. So yeah, looking pretty good on a smaller time frame. If we look at how it's behaving, then yeah, it's trying to break out right now. It is trying to break out, and also trouble with the bull market support band right there, and we have some resistance. Well, basically from this area to this area, right? So also for Phantasma, lots of resistance at the moment, lots of resistance. I wouldn't be aping into this right now. That's basically it. Guys, if you like it, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications, let me know in the comments. Shut up, FOMO. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want me to review some coins, I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you if you are there for me. See you very soon, guys. Bye.